to the Right Way Sports Network YouTube. I am Daniel Alameda, joined by Shaun. How are you doing, my man?
I am doing fantastic. Love talking sports with you, my guy. You know that.
Hell yeah. All right. Everybody, we will be previewing and predicting the NFL wildcard round for you right here, right now, guys. But first, please, take your time. We'll give you guys some time. Like this video right now. Like it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. It helps us so much. If we could get up to 10 likes, that make our new year start off amazing. But guys, also follow the Instagram and Twitter at TWSN, and you can follow Shaun at
Shaun Tronerbrough on Instagram and S Tronerbrough on Twitter. I put out all my content, put out plenty of good takes, stuff like that. Hope you guys follow me.
All right, guys. That's all we got. But let's get right into it. AFC or NFC, Shaun? AFC or NFC? Pick.
Let's start off AFC. Let's go AFC,
All right.
man.
All right, just run through the seeds real quick. The number 1 seed, the Ravens. The number 2 seed, the Chiefs. Both teams have a bye. And then this week, me and Shaun have already talked about this. These games are going to be insane. Literally, you can pick any team and you can be right. But we got the number 3 seed Patriots playing at home versus the number 6 seed Titans. The number 4 seed Texans playing at home versus the number 5 seed Bills. Shaun, Patriots or Titans, man?
All right. I'm probably going to get ripped from this one right from the start, but I'm going to go underdog here. I'm going to go the Titans over the Patriots. Daniel, stop laughing at me. Just hear me out. I won't say New England. It's been 10 to 15 years of domination. But momentum is so much, and Tennessee is riding hot. The Patriots, Brady as a whole, has not been looking as good as he has in past years. And this is the first time they played in the wild card round in 10 years now. One thing I think that's been so crucial to Brady's longevity is the fact that he's always had that week in, week out. Like we always say it in football. That bye week's a great time to rest up. Well, now Brady doesn't have that time to rest up. Tennessee's got a fantastic defense coached by Don Pease. Vrabel's a fantastic coach. And the offense has looked completely different under Tannehill. While I give the Patriots all the credit in the world, we actually saw Stephon Gilmore get exposed only a week ago for the first time. So this team is trending downward while I think Tennessee is riding it hot. And I'm going to give Tennessee in a close one, 23-17.
Oh, man. I'm a Patriots fan. I agree. Ever since Ryan Tannehill took over for this Titans team, they've looked great. Ryan Tannehill's the number 1 in passer rating in the entire NFL, so he's leading the entire league. Derrick Henry's really turned it on, but the Titans' offensive line, for me, this is exactly what the Patriots need to exploit. Obviously, Derrick Henry's turned it on recently, but they've given up 53 sacks this year. Obviously, it started off with Marcus Mariota. A lot of that was to Marcus Mariota, but if the Patriots can create turnovers, if they can get to Ryan Tannehill, and I think as long as they can keep this game close into the fourth quarter, 100% I'm going with Brady and Belichick. It scares me. As a Patriots fan, I see this great offense with Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill coming in. A.J. Brown versus Stephon Gilmore, that's going to be a key matchup. But if they can keep this game close into the fourth quarter, Brady and Belichick, man, Patriots 20-17.
I just want to say one thing. You're giving me if they create turnovers. I think they could get to the quarterback. Don't get me wrong. But even with Marcus Mariota, the Titans as a team only have 17 giveaways all season. They're right next to the Patriots in that category. So the Titans are still a safe team. They're not going to give that game away. Mike Vrabel is well coached. We've seen guys who have been within the Patriots organization do great stuff against that team. So while I totally get what you're saying, and I don't think Tennessee by any means is going to go into Foxborough and beat them by 30 points. It's going to be a good, fun game to watch.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I just got to go with Tennessee because I'm gonna go with my more confident team right now, the confident younger team, the new age team in the Titans, and what has been almost like a downfall of the Patriots dynasty season. Would it shock me if Belichick found a way to exploit some Tennessee's weakness? And I'll be honest, I would say it's more likely that the Titans lose by 20 than the Patriots lose by 20.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take the Titans in an upset in one just based on how these teams are trending, what I've been seeing from both teams in recent weeks.
Yeah, but still, I get what you're saying, the takeaways, but still the sacks. That's the key to me. They gave up 5 sacks to the Saints 2 weeks ago, and then against the Colts, they gave up 6. So last week against the Texans, they gave up none because they were resting the starters. But you got J.J. Watt coming back. I mean, no, wrong team. You got the Patriots defensive line. They have the number 3 ranked rush defense in the entire league, the Patriots. So I feel if they can stop Derrick Henry, that's going to be the key. If they can stop Derrick Henry and force Ryan Tannehill in the fourth quarter, Ryan Tannehill. I think the Patriots defense will get to Ryan Tannehill. But we'll agree to disagree on this game.
Oh, no. I just want to say you're completely right about that. That is the key to this game. The key to this game is going to be the Titans play calling to get around their weaknesses.
Yes.
And I've seen them do it all year since the switch, and I don't think that's going to change now. I trust Vrabel to coach his team well. He knows Belichick, the system inside and out. And we'll agree to disagree, and we're going to find out on Sunday who's right. I will send you an apology text if you're correct. I promise.
All right. All right. The next game, the Bills versus the Texans. Tell me about it.
All right. I mean, this one's a classic offense versus defense matchup. And the Bills have one of the best defenses. Houston's got a dynamic offense. They're dealing with some injuries there, but what I'm reading is a lot of those guys like Will Fuller, Kiki Kute, they should be healthy and available. While I usually pick defense, I always pick defense every time. I'm going to go with the team that I've seen in the playoffs before, the team that I've seen rise to the occasion when it's necessary. I'm going to go with the Texans. I think this one's going to be establishing the run. Carlos Hyde over 1,000 yards this year. I love the Texans offense. I love the Bills defense, and I like the Texans defense enough with J.J. Watt to come back to make the stops needed. We've seen Josh Allen play down the teams on the road, mainly the Browns, among other examples. I think he plays down to whatever competition, and the Texans end up taking this one.
For me, we'll agree to disagree, obviously, but this game's all about consistency. For me, the Texans have been easily one of the most inconsistent teams all year long. They beat the Chiefs. When the Chiefs were at their prime, they beat the Chiefs. Then the next week, they lost to the Colts. They beat the Patriots in prime time, Sunday Night Football. Then they got smacked by the Broncos. We know Deshaun Watson can turn this team into a title contender game in, game out. But it's the inconsistency. What team are you going to get this week? And for me, the Bills have easily been the most consistent team all year long. Their defense, top 5 defense in the league. Their run game with Devin Singletary has been really picking up at the end of the year. I'm going with consistency over inconsistency here. Deshaun Watson is going to have to beat this Bills defense without Will Fuller, because Will Fuller right now he's looking very doubtful for this game. DeAndre Hopkins is going up against Trey White, the Bills cornerback, one of the best cornerbacks in the league.
I think Defensive Player of the Year candidate.
Yes. I'm going with consistency over inconsistency. Give me the Bills upsetting the Texans 27-20. Any final thoughts on the game?
I actually realized I forgot to give my final score. Apologies about that. I'm putting Texans 23-20. Final thoughts would be like everything, like we've said it 1,000 times, like before, it's going to go either way. Because I'm going to trust Deshaun Watson. I saw him do it year in and year out at Clemson, seen him show up in the playoffs, and we've seen the Texans team be improved. You're right, inconsistent team. I am banking on the good Texans showing up this week. And if the good Texans show up at home at OG Stadium, it'll be a fantastic environment. I'm going to take it. Like that team could propel TJ Yates to a playoff win a few years back. I'm sure they could propel Deshaun Watson to one too if this team shows up and plays.
Yeah, and just for all you viewers, the betting this week, I don't know. These games can easily flip-flop either way, so I don't know if this is the best week to be betting your money, hard-earned money on this. But, all right, we'll move on to the NFC. The number 1 seed, the 49ers. The number 2 seed, the Packers. Both teams have a bye week this week. Then we have the number 3 seed, Saints, playing at home versus the number 6 seed, Vikings. And the number 4 seed, Eagles, playing at home versus the 5 seed, Seahawks. Shaun, talk to me about the Saints versus Vikings.
In my opinion, this is the one uninteresting game of Wildcard Weekend. Like the other 3 pretty close together, you could really justify either team. The Vikings have been trending downward. Kirk Cousins has shown his old self. You have no reason to have confidence in him. Dalvin Cook, very unsure if he's going to play. The Vikings as a whole just can't be trusted. You've got a secondary that I think is weaker than it has been in years past. The maybe greatest receiving season in the history of the league in Michael Thomas this year. Alvin Kamara, great running back. This team inside and out just looks like the better team top to bottom. The Saints have a fantastic pass rush as well. They might be leading the league in sacks, if not their top 3. So I don't doubt that they can get to Kirk Cousins, fluster him on the road in New Orleans. It could be a massacre.
Yeah, I mean,
but they're gonna take the Saints 31-14. It could be.
Oh yeah, all right, we're good. Everything like you said, the Vikings. I mean, preseason they were my pick to win the division. I was high on the Vikings, but without Dalvin Cook, the way Kirk Cousins been playing, and the way the Saints have been playing, oh my God, they've been absolutely insane recently. The Saints, I'm taking the Saints 30-23. It's just there's no way I can go against the Saints in this game. They're playing at home. They're my pick to go out of the NFC for the Super Bowl. Imagine if they get Antonio Brown. That could be insane as well. I'm going with the Saints 30-23. There's no way I could go with the Vikings in this game. No way. But now
I want to ask you. Actually, I want to ask you a question about this game. So you said 30-23. Are you picturing like this like Vikings get garbage time points, or is this going to actually be 30, a close 30. Game?
Yeah. No, I think because it's in the Superdome. Kirk Cousins, you still have Stephon Diggs, you still have Adam Thielen. They still have a decent offense. I think they can come out. They can easily get the garbage points. It could be, let's say, 30-17, and then they score a final touchdown at the end of the game. I feel like it's going to be a blowout, but they can easily get the garbage time points.
All right. I was just curious about your thoughts on that one.
Yeah. All right. Here's the game, though. Eagles versus the Seahawks, man. This is the game. Tell me about it.
This is the one to watch. Like, we could talk Texans, Bills. You saw the debates we had, Titans, Patriots. This is the one that I was flipping back and forth on, and I really didn't think I'd be saying about a team that barely scraped into the postseason and really had a losing record for the majority of the year. But this Eagles team turned it on late. Did they have a soft schedule to end the season? Yeah. Sure. But it's not like Carson Wentz wasn't thrown everything and more adversity-wise. So we already saw that, but I'm going to take the Seahawks. We already saw this matchup the regular season. The Eagles secondary, not very good. I believe it's a better weather game than the last time they played. And the one thing I noticed is that the Eagles have been a come from behind in these games. And while against the Giants they came behind, or they're letting teams hang around. They believe the Redskins they came behind. Dallas they pretty much was a close game in and out. They pulled away late against the Giants after some mistakes.
Yeah.
You cannot let the Seahawks hang around. You let the Seahawks hang around. You take Russell Wilson outplay you. Yeah, I'll take Russell Wilson outplay you, and if you let the Seahawks hang around, I'll also take Pete Carroll to outcoach you. Does not matter. It's going to be a close game. I'm going to take the Seahawks 21-18, but Seahawks nonetheless move on. This is a team that was really a pass interference call away from having a bye this week, but here they are. They're going into Philadelphia. Should be a fantastic matchup. They're killed by injuries, but Russell Wilson is just that freaking good at football. Give me your take, dog.
I just want to say something really quick. The Seahawks this season has been it can flip-flop either way. Like we said, if they were 1 inch away from being the number 1 seed. But let me give you the stat, and I know all the Seahawks fans watching aren't going to like this. Right now, they are 11-5. If you flip all their one-score games, guess what their record would be?
I think I saw the stat. Wasn't it like 12?
3-13. That's not a discredit to the Seahawks team. That's more of a credit to Russell Wilson. That shows just how much he means to the team. Although he's not going to win the league MVP, he deserves his team MVP. It's just Russell Wilson does so much for this team, and you can't go against him. I bet against him this year. I have many times. I bet against him because who do they have on defense? Their defense isn't any good. You have Jadeveon Clowney. It's decent. Their offense, they just lost Chris Carson. I mean, the receivers, you got Tyler Lockett, DJ Metcalf, but it's nothing special. They just lost their left tackle, Dwayne Brown. You can't bet against the Seahawks. I know Carson Wentz is a great quarterback. He's led them to a 4-1 record the last 5 games. It's just the Seahawks are a great road team, 7-1 on the road. I'm going with the Seahawks 24-23 in this game. You can't bet against Russell Wilson. No way.
I don't bet against Russ. I don't think Russ can get them to the Super Bowl, but I feel pretty damn confident he can lead them past the Eagles.
Yes, I know. I don't want to go into too much of the later postseason, but the team's not built for a Super Bowl. Again, going up against 49ers, the Packers, the Saints, they're not built to win 2 more games in the NFC, I don't think. But to beat the Eagles, I mean, the Eagles, the key in this game is going to be getting the run game going. You have Travis Homer, Marshawn Lynch. That is going to be the key because the Eagles have a great run defense. But if you could get the run game going, Russell Wilson will be able to do anything and have his way with the Eagles. Any final thoughts on that?
No, I couldn't really repeat what you said better myself. Just want to remember that we already did see this matchup, and the Seahawks won at 17-9, and on what was one of Russell Wilson's not better days. Russell Wilson throws one of his better days out there, has a vintage Russ performance. There's no way the Eagles can overcome it. Honestly, I think he's been one of the most underrespected quarterbacks of the past decade,
yeah,
and it's
100%.
about time. And he's finally getting it. He's finally getting the respect he deserves.
100%. And
that's it for me, man.
Yeah, it's Carson Wentz. I've been a huge Carson Wentz fan all year long. He was my MVP pick at the beginning of the year. He's done great. He's 4-1. He's led his team great at the end of the year. They weren't even supposed to make the playoffs, and somehow, some way, they made it. But this game just looks too much. I'd rather take Russell Wilson than Carson Wentz. But it's going to be a great game. Every one of these games could easily flip-flop either way. But everyone, thanks so much for watching, guys. Follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, TWSN, guys. Make sure you like this video, comment down below, comment your predictions, and thank you guys so much. We are out, guys.